Hello everyone, good evening. I'm Naveen. Today, let's discuss floods in metro cities. Before we begin, let us try to understand what floods is and the problem is about, and then we will discuss couple of solutions that we can use to mitigate the damage that is happening. Now, what are floods? Floods are heavy or intense rain which will bring a city to a standstill, and the city cannot really handle this much amount of heavy water that is coming over there, and there's a huge problem which needs to be solved. This is about floods. Now, when it comes to metro floods, if you are someone who follows news regularly, you might have heard or listened about floods in Chennai, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and just a week ago or lesser than that in Bangalore, there were heavy floods which were there, which is the kind of rain which they haven't had in decades, and the city really did not know how to handle it and has come to standstill. This is a problem that is there in today's metros. Why is this happening and what is the solution? One reason which is really important is population in these cities is at least 2 crores or more than that. The city really cannot handle that level of population. Let us try to understand this problem with an example. Say, suppose you are a family of 4 or 5 people and you live in a 2 BHK apartment. Now, suddenly there are 20 people who came to your home and they are gonna live with you forever. Can you handle the situation? Can your house accommodate 25 people? Mostly no. The place gets congested and you really cannot stay over there. You do not have enough room to store the products that you use every day. Your kitchen cannot accommodate cooking for these many people. It gets really problematic to live there. The same is happening in metro cities. Our metro cities are very big, they are huge, they are large, but there's a limit. They really cannot handle 1.5 crores, 2 crores of population. I guess in a city like Mumbai, on a daily basis, including the tourists or travelers that come to Mumbai for tourism or for business or any other reason, the population over there gets 3 crores or maybe even more than that. Can these cities handle this much of population? Really no. So what should government do these days? In many states, the development that is there, the development that is happening is focused or centralized only in the capital cities. Only the capital city is developed and many people are migrating from rural areas to these cities to make their livelihood. Now what should government do? They should spread out the development across the state. Industries that are there, companies that are there, job opportunities that are there, business opportunities that are there, schools, colleges, universities that are there, these should be spread out across different cities. Like there should be an educational city, there should be a city where there are a lot of IT companies, there should be a city where there are a lot of pharmaceutical companies, there should be a city where there are a lot of defense related companies. This way they should spread out the industries that are there, they should spread out the companies that are there. That way different people will travel to different cities. The population is not focused on one area, so the damage that floods can cause, or the chances of floods affecting the city and putting people or the city itself to stand still is really less. Now one more thing is illicit construction. If you see builders or even people who construct their homes are constructing without proper permissions from the municipalities or regulatory authorities. They are constructing buildings on wetlands. Sometimes it's not just private parties, it's even governments who are constructing buildings in wetlands. This is a huge problem because when there are floods or rains, the water has no other place to go. It will obviously come to your home, it will obviously come into your office. Now this is where you are in problem. This is a important reason why floods are happening, and the important solution how you can avoid or reduce this damage. One more thing that we as common citizens of this country can do sorry, to reduce the damage caused by floods is not throwing garbage or litter into water bodies. Our drainage system is already decades old. It can really cannot handle this much of floods. And if you're throwing garbage into this, if you're throwing construction waste into this water bodies, in times of rain or floods, the water will not be able to pass by these tunnels. These garbage products, the packets or whatever you throw, this will stop or obstruct the water flow. This is when this water is coming onto the roads, from there into our houses, into the buildings, into the offices, into various different things that are there in the city, like shopping malls or bus stands. In Mumbai, we saw water in railway station, the place where train is supposed to be there. It was all filled with water. We've seen the damage that have happened in Assam, in the news, all the videos and all this will happen mostly because of the garbage that we are throwing. So make sure never throw garbage into a water body. Every day in this country, even in the rural areas, the auto wala is coming to your home and collecting garbage. This is there all over India, which are being managed by the local municipalities. They will be taking 30 rupees or 50 rupees per month. It's still okay. Give that 30 or 50 rupees every day, put your garbage into that auto, and you will be fine. The damage will be really really less. And there are other mechanisms to which you can take. You can get some knowledge by doing a Google search or stuff like that. I think this should be okay for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.